Welcome back everyone, and in the last video we left here, so let's begin it from these three functions. So basically the first function is it wants to know how many sections you want in our table view. So basically in a single table view there is only one section. So we will return 1 because we want only a single section. This is about the first function. Now the second function is how many rows or cells you want in our table view. So let's say we want 10 cells. So we can do is return 10. So this is all about the second function. Now the work comes in the third function, which is the main function for our table view. So in this function what we are going to do is we are going to create a cell. So we will do is if let cell equal to table view dot dq reusable cell with identifier. We know that we have created an identifier in our storyboard which was cell, and for index path will be index path. I will explain this what we are doing in a bit. And inside this what we are going to is we are just going to return a cell, and if by some mistake this fails, so we can use else, and in the else we can return the table view cell. And here we forgot to do one thing, is that we have to cast into our table view cell which the file we have created like this. So basically this is how we use the method cell for row at index path. So now let's understand this method. So basically we are creating a cell and we are using a method called dq reusable cell. The first argument is identifier. The identifier is the same which we have created in the main.storyboard file. And for index path, so basically index path will keep track of how many different cells are there and on which cell we are currently working. So suppose that there are 10 different cells, so index path will be start from 0 and it will go till n. And we are casting this as our table view cell which we have just created. And in the end we are returning the cell that we have created. And in the else, if this fails, then we will just return an empty cell. So this was a part about writing the three important functions for the UI table view data source. Now let's see whether our app is running correctly or not. So I will play our app and let's wait till it's finished building. Oh, you can see that this is our table view and it is showing different rows that we have used in our app. So you can see that now our table view is empty. Now what we will do is we will fill in some data so that it will look nice. So what we will do is, let's say we will create a label in our cell. So this is our cell. Let's say we want to display names, so we will use a label and store it inside our cell. Let's constrain this to 20 from left, right, top and bottom. Items of new constraints, add 4 constraints. And let's make our cell a bit bigger. Let's say make it to a size of 90. Let's align this in the middle and increase the font size to be 20. Okay, so now what we will do is we will create a connection for this label in our file. So I will go to manual, table views, and I will select the file which is table view cell. Now I will create a connection for this by control dragging. Let's name this my label. Let's close this and go back to our file in the view controller. So what we are going to do is we are going to create an array up here. Let's say variable, and array is names, and I will store different names. So let's take 5 different names. So we are using 6 different names. So now instead of 10 we only need 6 rows. So what we can do is we can return names dot count. So it will return the number of elements in an array. So basically this is 6, so we will have 6 different rows. So in this function what we can do is we can do cell dot my label dot text equal to names, and we will pass index path dot row. So let's check this whether it's working correctly or not, and then I will explain it to you. So you can see that in our table view there are 6 different rows: first, second, third, fourth, and fifth and sixth. I think we should create some more names so that you can easily see our table view working correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video, and then I will come up with many different names and I will show you in the next video, and I will also explain about what we have done in this video inside the code. See you in the next video.